This is the Isinwheel Monster Pro, and everything has been upgraded from the previous version. This thing has a bigger battery, more powerful motor, the torque is higher, the wheels and tires are bigger, even the top speed is higher on the Monster Pro. I personally never rode the previous version, but I'm going to show you guys what this thing could do. Today we're going to take the Monster Pro out and do a top speed run, test out the brakes. We'll probably do a little bit of hill climbing to test out the power, some off-roading, and just get an overall feel for this bike. Oh yeah, and this thing has a wheelie mode that I'm super excited about. They say this thing can practically wheelie itself, and I have never been able to do a wheelie, so I'll definitely be testing that out today. But before we get going, let's take a closer look at it because it's a really good looking bike. Let's check it out. So I'm a taller rider at 6'2", and I like when companies put out bigger versions of their e-moto. But when you got heavier riders, you can't just throw bigger wheels and tires on it and call it a day. And with the Monster Pro, everything has been upgraded. The previous Monster had a 48 volts, 22 amp hour battery. This one now has 60 volts, 27 amp hour battery. Now, instead of 60 mile range, we get a 70 mile range. The previous bike had 3000 watt peak motor. Now we're looking at a 5000 watt peak motor. The torque was 165 Newton meters. Now we have 190 Newton meters. Even the top speed has changed. The Monster's top speed was 35 miles an hour, and now the new Monster Pro is 50 miles an hour, which is insanely fast for a bike like this. So we got a taller bike with more power, more range, and much faster top speed. All right, so now that we got the specs out of the way, let's take this out on our very first ride, and I'll tell you guys what I think about it. Let's go. All right, so this is my very first time riding this bike, so I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you exactly what I think about it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. If I think something's off, I will let you guys know. But let's start off on level 1 here. There's 3 levels. We'll start off on level 1 and we'll see how that feels. All right, so honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this screen, you can't see absolutely anything. With the sun out, it is completely blinding the whole screen. I cannot see at all. Even when I put my hands like that, I can barely see it. I notice also when you stop for a few seconds, that it switches back to park. So I was on level 1, so now if I hit the throttle, it's not gonna go anywhere. I have to pull in the brake and then it switches back to level 1 here. So here we go, level 1, we'll see how that feels. Let's go. Yeah, just as I expected, it is pretty calm, level 1. It's definitely like 15 mile an hour top speed, and it's just very like slow cruising speeds, which could be perfect for like a new beginner, a kid. It's not a bad way to start off if you've never ridden before. Let's go to level 2. Yeah, it definitely gives you a lot more pickup. Nothing super crazy. But I can see the display there just a little bit, and it's hitting 25 miles an hour. Now, as far as the seat, let's talk about the seat for a second, because a lot of these bikes have terrible seats and they are absolutely the worst. I would say this kind of falls somewhere in the middle. It is not the most cushiony seat ever, but it's also not terrible. It's somewhere in between, which I feel like that is completely acceptable. You want to be comfortable on your bike, and this seat is actually not bad at all. All right, let's keep going. Let's put it on level 3 and see if we can rip around a little bit. Let's go. I tell you what though, on level 3 it picks up fast. Nice. I'm gonna duck down a little bit. Oh yeah. All right. I think I was maxed out right there. Let's check the phone and see what we got on that one. Right, so 41 miles an hour, that's gonna be the top speed for me. Again, I weigh a lot. I weigh
240, like 242. So it's gonna depend on your weight, how quickly you get. For me, 42 miles an hour is hella quick. Nice. All right, the brakes are good, but yeah, not bad. All right, so top speed 41 miles an hour. I'll be honest, I don't like to ride too much on the road with these things because for one thing, we all know they're illegal. I would hate to get this taken away, and honestly, it's probably not a good example to be setting for anybody watching this. Like ideally, you want to be riding this off-road. You don't want to be riding out in the street, especially if you're young, you don't have a license, you've never driven before, you don't know the rules of the road. I don't think that would be the best thing to do, is pick up one of these and then just go straight to the streets. Oh my God, this thing is so much fun. Pretty damn comfortable, good size. All right, let's do a couple hill climbs and see what kind of power this thing has. So let's see if we can get up some hills. All right, let's try this one right here. Nice, very nice. Honestly, it really has an insane amount of power as far as like going up hills. No struggle right there whatsoever. Right, I'm gonna go up one more hill here. All right, let's go up here, see if we can make it. Ooh, easily, way too easy on that one. Now, this is a nimble little bike. I've tested out a couple other bikes and they felt a little bit heavier than this, but this one, it actually feels light. I believe it weighs 120 some pounds, which honestly that's not light at all, but once you're on it, it actually feels really light. I don't even care that it doesn't go 50 miles an hour for me. Going 40, that is hella quick. It feels extremely quick for me, especially on a little bike like this. If you're on a bigger bike, you might want to go a little bit faster, but on a little bike, things just feel so much quicker. All right, I'm gonna stop right here and see if we can see the battery level, because I have no idea how much battery is in this. All right, we have 61 volts, which is good. It looks like we have more than half, a little bit more than half, and we've gone about 8 miles. So this has a 70-mile range. Of course, if you are going full throttle the whole time, it's gonna be much less than that. So what's special about this bike? So the one thing I wanted to go over is the wheelie mode. So as far as the way the wheelie mode works on this thing is, once you activate it, if you lift up the tire, it won't let you dump it back. Like, it won't let you loop it. It keeps you at like, I don't know what the degree is, like 30 some degree, but it'll keep you upright. The bike, you know, calibrates itself and it'll do the best to keep you upright. So the way to get on that, unfortunately you can't see the settings, so I'll put it up on the display. So let me take it off of park. And then you got to go to level 3 and then just hold it down, and then it switches you over to level 4. Level 4, that's where you get the wheelie mode. So let me show you. So once you pop a wheelie, like, that's it. That's as far as I could take it. Even if I try to push it back, it does not let me. The bike just stays still. So what does that mean? That means I can, look, it's taking me on its own. Holy shit. Okay, let me get used to this. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay, I need to get used to that because I've never done a wheelie in my life. That is probably as close as I have ever gotten to doing a wheelie. So let's go back up, wheelie mode. Okay, so like right there, it does not let me go any further. Let me see if I can just hold the throttle there. Look at that. It is wheeling by itself. Shit. There is no way that I was just holding the bike up. I have never done a wheelie in my life, cannot do one to save my life, and that was basically doing it all on its own. How freaking cool is that? That worked a whole lot better than I expected. That makes me really excited for this because I feel like with the help of this, I can actually learn to wheelie. That's crazy. And honestly, look at it. It feels like it has enough power. Like if I were to do a wheelie on my own like that, it honestly feels like it has enough power to where you can lift up the front end. But I am not gonna try that right now because like I said, I am new to this. I need a little bit of practice before I get to that level. But holy shit, is that so much fun. Let me try that. Let me try that again. All right, we got wheelie there. Look at that, the bike is staying on its own, man. Oh my God. Holy shit, that is so much fun. You guys are probably laughing at me and thinking, what a fucking loser, you know? But you have no idea how excited this makes me. I have never been able to do a wheelie. And being able to kind of do one, like, that's freaking awesome. But damn, that bike is so much fun. If you already know how to wheelie, I mean, whatever. I'm sure you're gonna be like, what? Whatever. But if you don't know how to wheelie and you wanna learn how to wheelie, this bike will legit help you wheelie. Like, I would say I am the worst of the worst when it comes to wheeling. I have zero experience. I weigh a lot. So there is no possible way that I expected that this bike would hold me up and keep a wheelie going, which is completely insane to me. If you're looking for an e-moto that'll help you wheelie, look no further than this, the Monster Pro. All right, guys, let me know what you think of the Monster Pro. If it's something you pick up, 5,000 watts peak power. It's a 60 volt, 27 amp hours. It's supposed to get a range of 70 miles. 17-inch front tires, 14-inch rear, super aggressive e-moto tires, and this thing is capable of helping you wheelie. I think overall this is a pretty awesome bike, especially because of that wheelie mode. All right, guys, that was it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and we'll catch you guys next time. If I get better at wheeling, I will post it on the channel. I'm gonna keep practicing. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.